Chapter 7. Shiva manifests himself as a column of fire in the battlefield. In the heart of the cosmos, where the divine and mortal realms converge, the Lord Ishvara, revered and omnipotent, addressed the gods who had gathered in anticipation. His voice, like a soothing balm, echoed across the assembly. "Hail, O my children! I trust that under my divine suzerainty, the universe and the celestial beings are flourishing in their respective duties." The gods, having come to seek his intervention, felt a mix of awe and relief as Ishvara continued. "The conflict between Brahma and Vishnu has not escaped my knowledge. Your anxiety is understandable, but it is unnecessary, like an overextended speech that loses its impact." With a tender smile that could disarm even the most troubled of hearts, the consort of Amber, Lord Shiva, calmed the assembly of deities. His words, dripping with the sweetness of honey, were like a father's gentle reprimand, soothing yet firm, easing the fears of his divine children. As the gods watched with bated breath, Shiva, in his divine assembly, made his intentions known. His voice carried the weight of command as he directed 100 of his most formidable commanders to prepare for the journey to the battlefield, where Brahma and Vishnu were locked in their fateful confrontation. The celestial drums and conches blared, announcing the impending journey of the great Lord. The commanders, resplendent in their divine ornaments, mounted their respective vehicles, ready for battle. Shiva, the Lord of Lords, ascended his sacred chariot, a magnificent vessel shaped like the sacred syllable Omkara. The chariot, adorned with 5 circular rings of divine radiance, gleamed in the light of the heavens. By his side were his sons and his fierce Ganas, ever loyal and ready to serve. The entire procession was a spectacle of divine grandeur. Banners of every colour fluttered in the ether, fans and chowries waved in rhythmic unison, and flowers rained down like blessings from the heavens. Music filled the air, accompanied by dance and the skilled playing of instruments. At the centre of it all, Shiva, the consort of the great goddess Parvati, moved towards the battlefield with his formidable army. As they approached the battlefield, a stillness fell over the earth. The mighty lord, with a mere thought, vanished into the firmament, leaving the instruments silent and the tumult of the Ganas hushed. The battlefield, once alive with the sounds of conflict, now held its breath. There, at the epicenter of the cosmic strife, stood Brahma and Vishnu, each intent on proving his supremacy. The 2 mighty deities had unleashed their ultimate weapons, the Mahesvara and the Pasupata, each capable of bringing about the end of all creation. The flames from these weapons, fierce and unrelenting, licked at the edges of the 3 worlds, threatening their very existence. But before the universe could unravel, Shiva, in his boundless compassion, took on a terrifying, formless manifestation, a colossal column of fire that erupted between the 2 combatants. The column, an embodiment of infinite power and boundless energy, was both awe-inspiring and fearsome. The fiery column absorbed the tremendous force of the 2 weapons, neutralizing their destructive power. The flames that could have consumed the cosmos were drawn into the column, leaving Brahma and Vishnu to stare in stunned silence. "What is this?" they asked each other, their voices tinged with both wonder and fear. "This column of fire, it transcends all that we know. We must discover its source and extent." Driven by their pride and determination, the 2 gods decided to explore the limits of this mysterious phenomenon. They agreed that their efforts would be more fruitful if they searched separately. Vishnu, transforming into a colossal boar, dove into the depths of the netherworlds, seeking the root of the fiery column. Brahma, assuming the form of a majestic swan, soared high into the sky, determined to find its pinnacle. Vishnu, in his boar form, dug deep into the earth, descending through the 7 netherworlds. He searched tirelessly, but the deeper he went, the more elusive the route became. Exhausted and disheartened, he eventually emerged from the depths, returning to the battlefield with nothing to show for his efforts. Meanwhile, Brahma, in his swan form, ascended higher and higher, his eyes scanning the heavens for the top of the column. As he soared, he noticed a peculiar sight, a Ketakī flower, golden and fragrant, slowly drifting down from above. The flower's petals, undiminished in their beauty despite their long descent, seemed to hold a secret. Curious, Brahma approached the flower and inquired, "O Ketakī, how have you come to fall from such a height?" I seek the top of this infinite column, yet you descend from above." The Ketakī flower, speaking with a voice as soft as the rustle of its petals, replied, "I have fallen from the midst of this primordial column. It has taken me eons to reach this point, yet I have not seen the top. I fear that your quest is in vain, O Lord." Desperate to prove his superiority, Brahma devised a plan. He spoke to the Ketakī flower with a cunning gleam in his eye. "O flower, I beseech you to assist me. When we return to the battlefield, you must declare before Vishnu that I have reached the top of the column and you have witnessed it. Your testimony will be my proof." The Ketakī, swayed by Brahma's entreaties, agreed to this deception. Together, they returned to the battlefield where Vishnu, weary from his own futile search, awaited. Brahma, with a triumphant smile, declared, "O Hari, I have seen the top of the column. This Ketakī flower is my witness." The flower, faithful to its promise, echoed Brahma's lie. Vishnu, trusting the words of Brahma and the flower, bowed in reverence to Brahma, acknowledging his supposed victory. But just as the gods were about to accept Brahma's claim, the fiery column began to shimmer and pulse with a new intensity. From within its depths, a figure began to emerge, a figure of pure light and power. It was Shiva, manifesting in a visible form to confront the deceit that had unfolded. As Shiva stepped forth from the column, Vishnu, realizing the truth, trembled with fear and awe. His hands shook as he fell to his knees, clutching the feet of the Supreme Lord. "O Lord," Vishnu cried, "it was ignorance and delusion that led us to this folly. We sought to measure the immeasurable, driven by our own desires. Please forgive us, for this was but a play in the vast expanse of your divine sport." With a voice that resonated like thunder yet carried the warmth of a father's forgiveness, Shiva addressed Vishnu, "O dear Hari, your truthfulness pleases me. Even though you desired to be acknowledged as a lord, you did not succumb to falsehood. For this you shall be honored among the people, your status equal to mine. Your temples shall stand separate, your worship distinct, yet you will be revered as I am." As Shiva's words echoed through the cosmos, the assembly of gods looked on in awe and reverence. The Lord, in his infinite mercy, had forgiven the transgressions and bestowed blessings upon those who upheld the truth. Thus, in the presence of all the gods, the Lord conferred upon Vishnu a status equal to his own, marking the event as a moment of divine justice and grace. And so the tale of the column of fire where the mightiest of the gods were humbled served as a testament to the boundless power and compassion of Shiva, who stands above all, yet is deeply intertwined with every being in the universe. This cosmic event would be remembered and revered through the ages as a symbol of divine balance where truth prevails and deception is vanquished. The story would be retold in temples and homes, reminding all that in the presence of the Supreme Lord, honesty and humility lead to grace, while arrogance and falsehood bring about their own undoing.